Yo,
Boom.
boom.
We are live and back.
What's happening?
Man. What's good, Sadiq?
I'm back. I'm here, man.
Nice. Mashallah. Bobby, man, you in the US now, right?
Fucking A. Oh, excuse me. I start off by being a total wop, you know? Yeah. Hey. No, yeah, I'm in the US now. I've got some really cool shit going over here, or some really cool stuff, excuse me. So I will be in the US for the foreseeable future. And you know, to be fair, being born and raised in California, it feels good to be home. Like, I mean, I feel comfortable here, you know, so it's cool like that.
I believe you. Man, I wish I had a place I could call home. I feel like what do you call this?
Nomad.
I'm like I'm like
Nomad?
a black gypsy nomad, man.
Well, I'm still in NorCal right now, so technically I'm at home, but I'll be moving down to LA within the next couple months here. I'm already going to do a recon mission a couple weeks from now. And then yeah, man, I'll be home. Then I'll be back, you know, where it all started. You know, full circle.
Nice. So I'm getting all sorts of weird messages and stuff. Yeah, man. So 2020 is coming to a close, man, and like going crazy, bro. That's why I was like, man, we just need to talk about the state of affairs of the world, man. Did you see what they did with like what's going on in London, bro? Y'all got like what is it, phase 4 or whatever they call it, stage?
Yeah, we're in tier 4.
What the hell is that?
Still trying to figure it out. No house mixing. We're not allowed to leave London. No one's allowed to come into London. They've blocked the Euro tunnel. No lorries from France are coming in. No lorries are going out. It's crazy times. Crazy times.
That sounds like crazy times.
Yeah. But you know, it's been a crazy year.
They're sweating the masks more in California than they were in Europe. That's for damn sure. Like in Europe, if I didn't like put mine on, or at least in Romania, we'll just stock Romania. How about that? At least if I didn't put mine on, you know, or like whichever, like or I was kind of slow in doing it, nobody said shit. You know, like I remembered on my own. Like, oh, no man. Here, it's like they're on you. People will say something. They don't mind their business, man. And so that kind of trips me out. And then even the places you go, like last night, I went to the casino, and you know, in Europe, like if you're drinking or smoking or eating, you could take the mask off. At the casino, they wanted you to pull down the mask to take a hit off the cigarette or a drink, or you know, take a sip of the drink, and then do it, and then immediately put the mask back up. Yeah, like what the fuck? Like I mean, I don't know, man. It's getting ridiculous.
It really is. Sorry, I'm like trying to get the live comments because I'm streaming from my pad again. I mean, I'm over the Wi-Fi, but I thought I wasn't gonna have to do it. So now it's like trying to do the live chat and all that stuff's kind of crazy. There we go. Hold on. I think I got it.
Have they started giving out the vaccines in Germany and LA?
Nah, I mean in Germany they haven't. It's not even. They're counting on what's it called? Like voluntary compliance, but really there's no. I think it's everywhere. There's no obligation to take the vaccine. Yeah, so. And it's not popular. Nobody really wants to take it. So I don't know why they're ordering so many dang vaccines, because nobody wants it.
So someone I know took it yesterday. They got it yesterday.
I mean, it don't make sense. They're saying basically you get the vaccine and you still got to wear a mask. You still got to social distance.
Yeah.
Man, I went over this. I went over like the risk factors versus like what the actual risk factors are if you don't get it. You know, it's like you're just adding, you know, okay. One of the things they teach you as a millwright, and you kind of learn as an engineer too, for that matter, the less moving parts, the better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's going to work better. Okay. You're going to have less problems. And that's just adding another moving part in there that doesn't need to be there.
Nope.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm looking for the article. My fam sent it to me, and I don't know where she sent it, but basically, they were showing that like one of the states, they canceled their entire vaccination program because like every person who they vaccinated came up with a false HIV positive results.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
So they canceled all of the vaccinations. It's a U.S. state. I'm looking for it right now. I'm trying to find it so I could like link it here.
That would scare the shit out of me.
Dude.
I was told that the vaccine doesn't even stop. It actually just tones down the symptoms of coronavirus.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I heard that from a medical professional yesterday.
Yeah.
When I was talking about this, I heard that, and that is correct.
So what is the point then? If you can't actually stop the spread of it.
Well, I think what they're thinking about is like these people that have had pulmonary, that breathing problems, that have had other whichever, that the ones that had it unto the point of death, like hopefully, like for someone in a similar condition, they won't have it unto the point of death. Like it'll be, like maybe they'll save some lives that way.
Wow.
But yeah, you're right. It basically just lessens the symptoms that you get from it. That's correct.
That's just crazy. It's not even worth it then. It's not even worth it. I don't know what's going on in the world, man.
And I don't understand why these organizations or corporations are so interested in our symptoms not showing up if they can still be spread. You know what I mean? Since when do they care about us so much? You know? If it could,
because it's profit.
Spreading, then I can understand, but it doesn't.
Yeah, they're getting a profit, man. They're making a win off of like the sales of all these dang what do you call this? All these damn vaccines, man. And
the tests. Because you can't get the test in the UK from the NHS. It has to be private, and that's £100 a pop. So anyone that wants to travel to certain countries, they have to pay £100 to a private company to get the test done.
Wow. Man, I was supposed to go to UAE and they wanted to do one of those PCR tests to me, like basically jam that thing in your brain. I was like, nope. I said, I guess I'm not going. So I didn't go.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that.
No, the person that I know that got it, they're kind of like, for me, kind of like guinea pig. Like, I want to see what happens. You know? Like I'm kind of, keep in contact, keep close eye, be like, hey, how you feeling? And then what I was told was that the second round, okay, because I guess it's this particular process is a 2-shot process. If you're gonna have any negative symptoms, apparently you're more likely to have it from the second series or the second shot than you will the first one. Just what I was told. Yeah.
But you know what surprises me the most, man? It's like we're now seeing this clear delineation between people. I mean, we are seeing a clear social stratification between like the compliant and the non-compliant. And it's like I haven't been paying attention to like individual factors, but there has to be a pattern in the individuals and like compliant and non-compliant types. Like they have to come from a certain like, social strata, mentality, political leaning group. I don't know, but I think nowadays, man, we really got to watch out for this type of stuff because these people, man, these are like, we always say this stuff. And I saw it today on the timeline and I can't remember who said it, but he was like, when I was Zuby. It was Zuby. I no longer wonder how, or why people went along with the whole, like, Nazi program in World War II. You could see it real time right now,
Yeah, I've been thinking that quite a bit myself, like, for a while now, like how easy it is for just people to accept and fall in line. What I've been saying is that if you would have told like the nation ahead of time, okay, like, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to come in, we're going to, under the guise of just a couple weeks, we're going to take your liberties, and then we're just going to keep going with it. Bunch of you are going to lose your businesses. Bunch of you are going to get fucked up, whichever. Man, you'd have people, especially Americans, okay, because we can have guns. You just have them be like, oh, bullshit for my dead fingers, you know, and you'd have them up in arms, like, or supposedly, right? No, man, look at, we rolled this in on everybody, and they just took it. They just took it.
And it's global. It's amazing how it's globally, like, this is like,
It's the new normal, and I can't see it being reversed. It's just how life is just going to be from now on. We're obliged to wear masks in public.
Well, here's what trips me out. The people that are making the rules, they're not following the rules.
No.
So that's what trips me out about people following them. Is it's like, whoa, like, we are being made to follow a guideline that the makers of it don't follow themselves.
Yeah. Man, Sadiq, you're right though. They set us up now. Do you see what they did now? There's COVID-20 now.
Yeah.
There's a new strain.
Yeah.
2021 is going to be the same as 2020. It's going to be the exact same. They just literally lined it up. Oh, you got your vaccination for COVID-19? Well, there's COVID-20 now.
Yeah.
And people just going to take it.
Yeah.
This is like the beginning of a sci-fi film.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. I was watching a zombie film the other day. What's it called? World War Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of, you know what I mean? It was like, this is a bit, you know what I mean? Could be predictive programming. I don't know, but it was very interesting.
Yeah.
Especially,
I don't know if I'm right. I could be. I'm going deep conspiracy theory here, but I get the impression they are pushing civil unrest, and what's happening is like the civil unrest, like you were saying, Bobby, it's just not coming. People are just taking it, and so they're pushing more and more and more until something snaps. And I get the impression that's what they want, but to what avail or what goal, I don't know. But this is the feeling I get because
the only thing I could say to that is that so that they can fucking declare martial law. And if they declare martial law, that just means whatever. Well, you know, coming from a military family, you know yourself, like you know what that means. It's just they make the rules and that's it.
Yep.
You know.
But you know what's funny? It's like they literally are out here insulting people. Like the whole stimulus check. What's his name? Trump. He gave everybody 12. Biden. They like trying to make people mad, and nobody's getting mad. It's weird. I find it odd.
You know what's crazy is that place where Gavin Newsom was at, the French Laundry. That's a place, like, I've been there like a few times. Like it's in a spot. They kept saying Napa. It's in Napa Valley, but it's actually in a place called Yountville. And like, there's a bunch of restaurants right there that are like my spots, man. They're like my favorite ones to go to because they're real nice. It's a small little town, you know. And so it's a trip, you know, because I know that area and it's a nice fucking little thing. So he's just out fucking partying, you know what I mean? And in the meantime, it's just taking people's liberties. And it's like, yo, that's like some Marie Antoinette shit. Remember, you know, like the let them eat cake, you know?
Yeah. It's madness, bro. I don't know where it's going, but I think 2021, I think we are going to see civil unrest because they're going to keep on pushing and they're going to push harder and they're going to push harder. And like I said, with this whole stratification of people, and I mean, we see it right now. The question is, how real is it? People are like, now they're like, okay, now I'm literally just going straight civil disobedience and I'm not going to comply. So how real that is and how real these people are actually going to stick to it, and if it's going to actually, like, you know, have a mass effect is questionable. But for sure, man, I think we're going to see something snap coming soon. It's impossible because what, like you said, Bobby, they're putting people out of business. What's going to happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
People will be mad.
Hey, can I say something that might get us fucking banned yet again?
Do it.
Okay. Okay. Let me just start by saying that myself, Craig, aka Abuamerican, and Master Sadiq do not advocate violence.
Not at all.
In any form.
Nope.
In any, we don't, you know. Okay. That being said, right, I am amazed that politicians haven't been assassinated yet. I mean, we've killed.
It's been said more than once.
We've killed presidents for less.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? Like in the past, we've killed presidents for less than what's fucking going on right now.
Happening now. Yeah. Bro,
So
I
like
think it's
I'm
just a
just
matter of
amazed
time
like nobody's been taken out.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of time before someone takes drastic and extreme action. And like you said, then they're going to use this as an excuse to go ahead and implement martial law, and then it's going to be a chain reaction of just like trouble. And yeah,
because I mean it's ridiculous. Like America, I mean it's we have this history of being like, you know, the land of dreams, to where you can come here and be anything that you want to be with some hard work and dedication and this and that. And, you know, the melting pot, we take everybody, you know, and now, like, not so much. Now it's just like your liberties are just screwed off. And that's crazy to me. I mean, maybe to the younger people or to people that haven't been around long, that are kind of more easily manipulated, especially involved with politics or whichever like that, to where they'll go along with it just because they've lived less time, like they don't know, they haven't lived through it, you know, that it's just like, this is amazing to me that we're doing shit like this. Like I can't believe like this is like some history book type stuff. And in my opinion, it's going to go down as the biggest fucking folly that we've ever made as a people.
I agree.
For
sure. Time. You say what?
I think people haven't reached their breaking point yet. I still feel they need to be prodded and pushed a little bit more before they actually realize what's going on, because there's still a lot of people that think that the government are acting in our best interests, and you know, they're still going along with whatever's going on, where some people are already hip to what's going on. So I think when people start losing their, you know, not just their livelihood and their liberty, but there's no food on the table, you know, when things really start, you know, fighting for resources and stuff like that, you know, because this blockage of like the lorries coming to London, to UK, that could set a precedence. And if this carries on for how long, then we're going to be running out of like vegetables, because UK is a place that imports almost everything. This is not sustainable long term.
Yeah.
When the desperation kicks in, then we'll see what really people are made of.
Alex says people seem neutered nowadays. They don't have any balls to stick up for themselves and the freedom. And it's true. You know, one of the things correct. One thing I've always said is that humans lack is predation. And the only predators that we actually have as humans are other humans. You know, when you look at even lions, who are at the top of the food chain in Africa on its, you know, savannas and plains, they have to worry about predation from other predators because they are in weakened states and they can be ganged up on by hyenas or whatever else.
Yeah.
There's always that edge that keeps them on point and always on edge. It keeps them at their best at all time. Predation. Right. That's the only thing that does it, is predation, that keeps you on point and at your highest. And you see it. People call me, I'm 48, as you guys know. I train. Today I was training back there, striking that bag like someone was trying to break in the house. You know why? Because I'm paranoid. You know, I'm just paranoid. So I keep myself on point and sharp at all times. I'm going to do this until I die, inshallah. So when we have like an entire society that's begging for, you know, socialism, that's begging for free handouts, that aren't willing to actually go out and like work hard, struggle, fight, whatever it is to take what they want, what they need, then the idea and the concept of something being taken away from you is equally as lazy, you know? So it's a mixture of laziness and cowardice, you know, but cowardice mostly.
Yeah.
You
know, people that have gone through war, people that have grown up in the hood, people that have been in prison, like you understand that the need for that. You understand the need to be on point, to make sure that, you know, watching your back, like so it's people in those situations understand exactly what you're talking about. The general public, you know,
the layman,
not so much. Yeah, they don't, you know, and that's what they should really be scared of, because here's the thing, as you guys know, okay, everything's experience, right? So if you have experience like jacking people, like let's say you've punched a lot of people in the face, you know, like you've just done it, right? If in your mind say, hey man, I need to get some money, I'm gonna fucking rob this fool right now, right? You're not gonna have a problem punching him in the face. Like
No.
you done it. Like you know what the move is. You know what I mean? You just bow. You know the dude's a lame, and you're gonna take a shit. People should be scared of that type of stuff because there's people like that all around.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And if you're out with like your woman or your kids or whatever, what happens like if you get taken out? Like what happens to them?
They're the victims for whatever. Or whoever.
So, I mean, if you're going to worry about anything, worry about that. Yeah. The fact that I mean, that's one thing you learn about being in the joint is that all these people exist and they all get to get out. Well, not all of them. A very small percentage are there for forever, but a lot of them get to get out. And then they're on the streets.
I'm of the opinion that a man should always be comfortable with a level of violence, a basic level of violence. All men should be comfortable with it. It should be a rite of passage that you are comfortable with violence, because as much as society tries to tell you that it's toxic masculinity, this is part of our being, of mankind. Whether it's a righteous society or immoral society, violence has always been integral to conquering or defense. So, it's funny because when you look at all these post-apocalyptic films, there's always a message there, and you're always seeing some sort of punk biker gang or outlaw group of people, and they're comfortable with violence, and they're the ones that are winning. Do you know what I mean? You see them winning. They've got all the women, they've got all the resources, they've got the power, they've got the fuel, and that's just how it's going to be. If society crashes, it's going to be violence. That's going to be the order of the day. Yeah.
It's interesting that you say that, like, rites of passage. And when you really look at most, not all, but most rites of passages for young boys to turn into men or older boys to turn into men, it always involved something in regards to violence, hunting a predator, to establish the idea and the understanding of threat and danger, that you have to go out and you have to prove your ability to hunt the hunter. You have to do some man stuff to actually be considered a man. And that was a rite of passage. Rites of passage have never been anything easy. Either they were about discipline. Like I saw in America, there was American Indians. And what they used to do is a rite of passage for the men was they had to fill their mouths with water and they had to run across a desert. And then when they get to the other side of the desert, they have to spit the water out on a rock so you could see how much water they had in their mouth. And if you didn't spit out enough because you drank it, then you were a person who lacked discipline. And men, they had discipline and they had self-control. You failed. You're still a boy. So the rites of passage, man, it's a big thing, and most of it had to do with like discipline or violence. And we need that. We lack it. Maybe that's why our societies have canceled that out and gotten rid of it.
I've never heard of that one, dude. I've never heard of that, but that's hardcore. Yeah.
It's really hardcore.
In the Amazon, where they got to put their hand in some like pouch with bullet ants for a long period of time, and they're not allowed to show any pain, so they have to stand there with a face with no expression while they've been bitten by bullet ants. And apparently that's got one of the most painful bites in the animal kingdom. And these are young men, like 14 years old, 15 years old, showing no fear. What's the American Indians? They used to have one where they used to did it in school. Their one was quite extreme as well. Some of the tribes, the American Indians.
American Indians have a lot of different rites of passage depending on the tribe, but that's one I saw on like a National Geographic. I was like, okay, wow. I was like, that's pretty hefty. I definitely wouldn't last that one. I'd have had to go back 3-4 times.
I think in Gambia, back in the day, they used to take them into the bush and circumcise them, and the men weren't allowed to show no pain.
Wow.
They all stand in a row. Then the elder will go around just snipping them, and they just had to stand there. And
Wow. Man, Alex says, yep, I've noticed that too. People that I know who went to prison or have been through rough things don't take COVID seriously, and they're against lockdowns. But the rest of the population, yeah, it's true, man. You know, something with like a 99% survival rate doesn't scare most people who've been through like some real stuff in life. Yeah,
well,
it just doesn't scare people.
I remember like riots about to start in prison. And like the other side, they'd like wave weapons over their head, you know, like they'd have knives or something like that. And I remember thinking, like, where the fuck to get those? You know, I didn't have no knife or anything, you know, but like, but like, you know, that type of feeling, you know, that's some real shit. Like this little like flu stuff, this is nothing. This is nothing.
It's clown show. It's clown show.
Yeah.
So
when you've been in real life situation where you're
you know, it's funny
out of your head.
While we're still on this topic, you know, it's funny, man. Have you seen Stockholm?
No, you're right, City.
No.
Yeah, Stockholm, they have no lockdown, whatever. I mean, you can wear a mask if you want to, but there's no requirement. They just wandering around like, yeah, whatever.
All right. There's something about those Scandinavian countries. They just seem to have it all together. Do you know what I mean?
I saw an interview. This guy, I can't remember which Scandinavian state it was. It might have been like Norway, Sweden. I don't know. I think it was Norway. And he was talking about like the social system there. They have a very robust social system that basically they take care of their people. You can go there and be unemployed and they'll take care of you. But they have like a very low usage of the social system. And they were like, yo, what's the secret? What are y'all doing? And it was wintertime. And he said, look out the window. And he's like, they're like, yeah, okay. He says, winter. It's like negative 30 degrees Celsius. He says, it's been like that forever in our country. He says, this isn't a country of people who didn't learn how to survive on their own. He's like, so that's still in us, you know? Yeah. So them people up there, man, they're a bit whack because they're like crazy feminists and all this stuff, but they are a different breed at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
It's interesting to see. The feminist states are going to outdo the hardcore Western states. We got all these movements out. It's madness what's going on in the world, bro. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's crazy. What else? So what are we looking for? What else, man? We got the COVID madness. What else is happening in the world, man? Because the world is going nuts. And I can't call it.
What's happening with Trump and Biden? Has that been sorted?
Yeah, what has happened with that?
You know what? Okay, guys, I got to be honest with you. Okay.
Uh-oh.
All that Trump, yeah, here we go. All that Trump, Biden, political, blah blah blah, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't give a shit. I don't, and I was going to use a stronger. I was going to use a stronger word right now, but out of respect for the show, I actually that shit was actually was the censored version. Like I do not care about any of that political stuff. Like my life is going to keep going. Like I'm going to keep doing mine. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep making money. I'm going to keep living. I'm going to buy another Audi today. Like after I'm done with this show, I'm going to go to go handle business there. Like I'm living. You know what I mean? All that political stuff. That's like if I wanted to watch a TV show or some shit.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to watch a reality show and follow it. But it really. And I know people go, oh, they write the laws and what? Man, those laws get held up so long. You know, whichever, and anything that's going to happen with lockdown, that's going to happen regardless of whoever's in that office. There's a higher thing happening. I mean, especially since it's global, right? There's a larger agenda than just the United States. So, you know, it's. Oh, look, because I talked him right out of the room. Oh well.
Anyways, he dropped him. Okay, he'll be back. I think
he'll be back.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, but it's just it's just shit that it's not worth caring about, in my opinion. And I know a lot of people will probably think like I'm dumb or whatever for saying that, but I also live a very happy day-to-day life. I can talk about a variety of different subjects, and politics is something that I don't need to focus on and try to convince people and preach about.
But you know what, though?
You know,
I mean, I feel the same way. That's why I don't know who's president, or I don't have a clue. I haven't been keeping up at all, man. I don't have a clue what's going on. That's why I was kind of hoping somebody could tell me. Does anybody in the comments know what's going on with the U.S. election and who's president, who's not president? What's going on? Because I don't keep up, man. I've been watching crypto go crazy. I've been like, writing my programs and works.
Yeah.
That's what we could talk about. You know what? Let's talk about the rise of crypto and the fall of the dollar. Have you seen the connection? I was literally looking at a chart, and they were showing the dollar dip on the chart. Let me see if I can use my phones here. So they were showing a dollar dip on the charts, and then a rise of crypto on the chart. So there's a direct correlation between like the dollar falling and crypto rising at the same time. It like made a perfect V when you look at it. So like the more the dollar falls, man, the more crypto rises. Who got in on the crypto train, man? Who's gotten in on it?
I did. And like that has been the best. Okay, so check it out. I've done, real estate to where I've bought houses and sold them, flipped them and made money there, made decent money there, right? But the crypto, the Bitcoin, like that's the best call that I made on investing some money, man. I mean, just with the way that it's got, like when I got in versus where it's at now, I'm just like, oh my God. And the amount of time that's gone by, like it's crazy. It hasn't even been a fucking year, like crazy.
It's insane, that rise. That rise is insane. And I think with 2021 and the way business is going, everybody's looking for a safe place to put their money. So they're going into crypto. Everybody's looking for like a safe haven that's not regulated, that governments, because see, here's the thing. We as individuals, we can control how much money we make. But what we can't control is how much it's worth, because our governments keep printing too much damn money. So people are looking for a safe place to put their money, that's going to have some form of stability or at least a rise in a profit. And Bitcoin right now is it. Even major corporations like Visa, PayPal. Yeah.
But just to be fair, right? And only, to be responsible to the audience, to those that are listening or those that may watch later, right? We shouldn't say safe. Okay. Because Bitcoin is volatile, it does take some wild swings, and for people that are thinking they're going to do it for the short term or whatever, like, it might not work out for them. Right now, to me, it seems like it's more of a, hold on to it and, let it ride because it's on a good rise right now. But that being said, just like stocks and other investments, you can't say it's 100% safe, or it's, but what you can say, you can look at the data and be like, oh, okay, this is the thing to get into right now. You can't say that, but it is, just like stocks, where it could take a wild swing, or it could,
that is very true. Cryptocurrency is exceptionally volatile. It's like very volatile. It's not for the faint of heart. But cryptocurrency is like anything. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Any investment is like that. You could buy a house and that thing could like blow up. It could burn down. The neighborhood might go to crap. There's always, the foundation might be bad. There's always a risk in every investment. So never invest more than you're willing or can afford to lose, because they can bite you in the rear.
What I would say to people that are wanting to get into Bitcoin, right, or crypto, is whichever coin or whichever currency you're thinking about getting into, start following it, see how it works, just do a little bit of research, and then when it takes one of those dips, get some. You don't need to buy a whole coin or whatever. Just get a piece, get a whichever, and if you're going to hold on to it, like it's just going to keep going up, because that's what it's done, and it's been good to me.
I mean, as a miner, I'm quite happy. So I keep like fluctuation in the whole market in terms of Ethereum, because I sell some of my Ethereum and I keep some of it. So it's like I like putting some in the market. So for me, it's just a matter of manufacturing. I'm literally like I'm making the Ethereum, but that's I think.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I think Ethereum is like something is a good coin, because I think Bitcoin, it's now at a point where it's like that's a rocket and you're trying to catch the rocket. You know what I mean? So Ethereum is a good catch, because I not financial advice, but I do believe that Ethereum is going to hit over $1,000 before February, or at least by February. That's what I think right now. It's above $600. That's what I know. 2 weeks ago, it was at like 500 and something. and now it's at like over 600. There was a joke on Twitter, actually. One of the guys said, you know, that stimulus check won't even buy you one Ethereum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? And I know we're kind of harping now on the crypto and all that stuff, but I will tell you this, like I think that it's going to go into the six figures as far as Bitcoin's concerned, in way less time than people are going to anticipate. Like, I think
the demand is high.
Yeah,
the demand is so insane right now. It's not going to stop.
I think six figures per is not too far away. And what I'm going to say real quick before I forget, you and I need to do like a private call, bro, and we need to talk about this mining stuff, because that's something that I could.
Oh, snap. My man, now, everything I learned, this is an announcement also. My man, Mining Chamber, he runs a YouTube channel called Mining Chamber. I literally learned everything that I know about crypto mining from him and his channel, and he wants to come on the show. He's going to come on my crypto show on Sunday in January.
Dope.
The dude,
I can. Is that the one that I can come on, or what's up?
You can come on every Sunday. The show is every Sunday. Actually, Gracious Interest, he's like the co-host. But Mining Chamber, I learned everything from him. The guy's had like a crazy rapid rise on YouTube also. He got like 10,000 followers in like a few months to top it off. That's how popular crypto mining is. But I'm in his Discord. He's a really cool dude. I mean, he's an outstandingly cool dude. He's totally available to his people, you know, out there. So you got a question, you can ask him. He's coming on the show, hopefully in January. I just talked to him today about it. And it's like, yo, so that's definitely a man that we need to talk to also. But yeah, I'll help you out, man. You hit me up, and I'll help you how I can. So Alex says it's not even about investing. I got involved in crypto because I need a way to make transactions without PayPal or whoever annoying me with week-long checks. You know, this is the important point about like this is something that most people forget about cryptocurrency. It is literally a currency, and it is a permissionless currency. You do not need anyone's permission to send or receive that money. No one's gonna do checks on you. Once you're on the blockchain with your money, that's it. Nobody but you and that person you're buying from or selling to is involved in like that transferring or trading. Like, you know, I got some money. I received some money, so I went to Western Union to pick up the money. They're like, hey, where's this money come from? How did the person earn it? What are you going to use it for? I'm like, the frick? It ain't your business. Maybe I want to buy cocaine and hookers. I'm not buying cocaine and hookers, guys. I'm just saying it's not your business. Why are you asking me this? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to buy no cocaine and hookers. I'm just using these examples. Like, why are you asking me these questions? I know. It's money for me in my name. Leave me alone. And you can't get your money. You cannot get your money unless you answer these questions. Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies of all sorts, Ethereum, Link, whatever else you use or buy or sell, 100% permissionless. It's yours to transfer to whoever you wish, how you wish, as currency should be. It even says it on the dollar bill, you know, for all debts, public and private, you know? Yeah. Well, come on, guys. Why are you asking me this stuff?
You could transfer Bitcoin to money, or can you actually buy commodities with it, like as it is?
Yeah. So some places allow paying with Bitcoin. You know, they allow the commerce or whatever. But even if you wanted like whatever fiat you're using, you know, essentially whatever currency you want, you can get some other app or whatever, like Coinbase is a real popular one or whatnot. You hook it up to your bank, and you just pull it out, and it goes into your account. You know, and that's that. And then, I mean, now keep in mind, once you do that, you know, I mean, at least here in the States, the government has a record, you know, that you've done that because of your bank, because of whatever, you know, so they see that money come in, and there becomes a paper trail. But I mean, if you're not doing anything illegal or anything bad, you know, then you're good, you know.
Generally, yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, just real quick. I think that's what people get scared of with crypto. Is like they don't know how to like use or spend or whichever, you know, like they're not familiar with it. And it's like, well, look, you can set it up to where you just put some into your account, you know, and transfer it out into your bank, and there you go. And then you got money, you know, and I don't think they understand it's that easy. I think that they have to start spending in a different way in currency that they're not familiar with, and they get scared off. You know, when in reality, you know, you cash it out. That's what you do. You sell it when you want money.
I've seen that there's a few like real estate agencies, only in the United States, obviously, that take Bitcoin. There's a few car dealerships selling high-end exotic vehicles. They accept Bitcoin. There are Bitcoin machines in several countries. I don't know about, I don't know about the United States, but I know there are some in Romania. I know there's some in the UAE. So, you know, it's becoming more and more mainstream.
I use the Bitcoin ATMs in Romania. I used them there. It was actually very cool.
Yeah. Visa buying up Bitcoin for their users, for their clients, and PayPal, you can now buy and sell using Bitcoin with PayPal. So it's becoming more and more easy. But what's also disappearing with this is the anonymity that was supposed to come along with cryptocurrency, you know?
Well, see, here's the thing: is there's a cap on Bitcoin. Okay, so what these big corporations are realizing is that if they start buying in and, you know, doing whichever and then doing commerce with it and then just soaking up more and more Bitcoin, engine running by me, excuse me, fellas. They realize that happens. You know, then they get a majority or lion's share of the coin itself. So I mean, it's crazy how it's shaping up to work. You know, seeing these big names that formerly kind of wrote Bitcoin off, and now they're all into getting some now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Black Square is talking about something, but I don't know anything about it. He's saying
I can't even see the comments. So
yeah, I'm gonna post it. But guys, understand that I'm not giving financial advice, and this is not a what do you call it? This is not like an endorsement here. I'm just reading the comment. Take a look at Hex, the first blockchain certificate of deposit that pays you, not the bank or the middleman, 3.69 annual inflation. Awesome new tech. Sounds interesting. I just don't have a clue anything about it. Never heard of it before. So I'll look into it. Maybe me and maybe me and Gracious will look at it and talk about, like, you know, because there's a lot of new cryptocurrencies out there that are talking about, like, you know, earning percentages, this, that, the other, you know, and they're coming with all sorts of new things. And so I'm not really sure how this works in the DeFi world, like, you know, decentralized finance, if it works, if it's possible to keep it decentralized. So there's so much going on right now. Like right now, there are entire blockchain websites. You can literally put your website on a blockchain website. You know, and now it turns out that WordPress is actually compatible with some of these, or with a specific blockchain website, but their SSL certification, it's not compatible yet. So, I mean, big things are happening right now, man. A lot of changes are coming with it. Abuamerican, what do you think about using these vendors such as Visa, PayPal with crypto? Seems like you might as well just go tell Merkel how much tax you look. Rami, here's the thing. You might as well use it because there's going to be more simplicity to it. And I'll explain this. I'll qualify and quantify this. If you use Coinbase, if you use Kraken, if you use Binance, if you use all of these crypto markets and traders out there, you still have to give them your personal information. So if you use PayPal or if you use Visa, it's going to be the same as if you use Binance or if you use Coinbase. They all want your personal information. So one way or another, you're not going to escape it. Unless someone can find me, you know, a trading website out there that doesn't ask you for your personal information so you can buy and sell crypto from fiat or fiat to crypto without giving your personal information, I'd gladly, you know, accept it.
The only thing that I've seen so far that does that were those Bitcoin ATM machines that were in Romania. They did that.
There you go.
And it was badass. Like, I mean, like I literally went up, yeah, dude. Like you have to wait a minute or a few minutes actually for, you know, the transaction to be verified at least once or twice, you know.
Yeah.
But then just the machine gives you your money, and it's totally awesome.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, that's a big thing for me as a miner. It's like, you know, turning my crypto into fiat. You know, it's problematic. You know, it takes time. like I sent some Ethereum Classic last week, and Ethereum Classic had some like security problems and issues, and it took 91,000 confirmations for the transaction to complete. Well, it's 9 days now.
Whoa.
Get this, it's 9 days. It's at 76,000 confirmations. 9 days later.
Whoa, dude.
No, sorry, it's 11 days. 11 days. We're 11 days later. It's 71,000 confirmations, and I need 91,000.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Nabil, if you look at Nano Ledger just had like a huge, massive security leak. They had a massive security breach. So
and I have, by the way, the Ledger. I mean, I have some of their products.
Yeah, I have two of their products.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah,
I have noticing the comment down there.
Yeah, I have a Trezor. They haven't had any security problems. This is why I use the Trezor Model T. I have the Nano Ledger S and the Nano Ledger X. And I don't keep much inside of my nanos. I am mostly, Trezor heavy, because Trezor, in my humble opinion, it just has better functionality. But they just had a massive security breach. So, watch out for that.
But it was only limited to
emails,
names and addresses. Yeah.
Yeah.
And addresses. It wasn't like personal information or the device information. It wasn't anything like that. It was just like it was. So I mean, yeah. It's
one of the biggest problems was this lady reported that someone emailed her, listed her address, and it said they were going to basically come by and harm her if she didn't transfer them $500 worth of crypto.
Well, you know what? I got a couple junk emails that said Ledger on them, and they were like, please verify your account and blah, blah, blah. And I noticed right away, like, they were, what they were. And I was just like, oh, delete. So, I mean, yeah, people definitely got their hands on it, and hopefully nobody, lost their shit because of it, because that does kind of suck.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, we kind of went deep crypto here. This is State of Affairs, guys.
Let's move on. Yeah.
So it's like, wow, it's really pouring in. But this shows the interest in it. Everybody's looking for some other way,
Yeah, right. Totally.
Yeah.
No, good for everybody watching. I mean, listen, here's another thing, I mean, the show's OG Logic. Here's something that, OGs realize, real OGs anyway, is that as, time moves on and you go into the future, you got to adapt, and new things come up, and if you stick with the horse and buggy, you're going to lose the race every time, that's just what it is. So
Nabil, hold on.
Good for y'all for getting into the crypto and all that. That's good.
Absolutely. Nabil, I'm going to type the name for you. Sorry, I'm talking to Nabil in the crowd.
Oh, okay. Yeah, any other topics? I mean, shit, man. Sadiq hasn't said nothing. Like, are you there, bro?
His mic is muted.
Yeah, his mic's off. He's just like, screw all y'all.
Nabil, I put it in the comment section for you, man. It's called Trezor.
Sorry, man.
Check it out. No problem.
All good, man.
Okay,
so what do we have? We had the Rona, of course. We got the fall of the dollar and the rise of crypto into 2021 coming up here. What else has been happening? I think that's really it right now, man. There's nothing else going on in the world. I mean, these are the two biggest things that are happening, at least in the circle and in the world that I observe from Twitter. Because really, otherwise, I'm not paying attention to what's going on in the world. I mean, I had some personal changes in my life. That's why I haven't been on Twitter lately. I've been off Twitter because I got I got peeps over here. I got like the new fams over and stuff, so it's a house full of women.
You know what? My posts have been less, and that's mainly because of the travel and because of some writing projects that I'm doing. But
exactly.
Yeah, same type of deal. I mean,
yeah, when you live, you don't have a lot of time to be out tweeting.
Yeah, you're doing big things. You got to make big moves, and I mean, shit, man. It is what it is.
Yeah. So Rami asks, Rami, what are your personal hopes for your investments in crypto?
More crypto.
Rami, I don't, any miners. I'm not a crypto investor. I'm a crypto miner. I do invest and I do trade, of course, because I have a pretty steady and healthy income of cryptocurrency. But in generally, I'm holding and selling off like a little bit of extra, but that's about it, man. I trade off the extra to cover my power costs, which, you know, they can be, you know, it's not problematic, but it's just like they're there. You know what I mean? But otherwise, I'm holding. Sometimes I sell, you know, I trade for other coins or other money, depending on what I want to do. Like I buy these ASICs miners. Sometimes I buy ASICs miners. That's application-specific integrated circuits. And these machines, they are literally, you know, just there to mine cryptocurrency. All they do is make money. You know, my GPU miners are the same thing, but I don't have to put it together. So for me, everybody who sells those things, they generally take the cryptocurrency, but sometimes they don't take the crypto that I'm mining. So then I'll trade and then I'll buy that and then I'll set it up in the house and get it like, you know, printing money for me. You know, some of these ASICs miners, they make $51 a day. Some of them make $15 a day, you know, so it depends on which one you buy, which one you're mining. You know, you get 10 of those making, you know, $51 a day. You get the math after a month, you know. People are like, miners, and I'm just like,
yeah.
So
yeah, I mean that's what's up. You know, it's a vital part of the process. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, you need them. So it's like if you're looking for a job, right? Or people are going like how you always need medical and you always you always need law to, you know, like just certain professions that's part of the process. You need the miners. So if you're looking for something to get into and invest and maybe even make you some currency back, that's a good thing to look into.
Yeah. Guys, Nabil and Rashid. Yeah, we covered that already. We talked about that early in the conversation. Rashid, the difference between mining and investment, you're taking fiat currency that you earned either through business or work or robbery and drug dealing. I don't know where you get your cash from. Please don't rob or sell drugs. And then you're using that to buy cryptocurrency and make money. And mining, you build the machines that mine cryptocurrency, you know, that actually like create, for lack of a better term, the cryptocurrency that people buy and sell and trade with.
Right. Like keeps track of the process and whatnot.
Yeah. We're at 52 minutes, guys. If nobody's got questions, we need to call this one, you know, a little bit early, but it was fun. Just end of the year, man. It's going to be wild. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who can you guys make it for the next show? I mean, I know you guys got holidays. That's like Christmas Day, I think, actually. I mean, I'll be here, but I don't know. I know, Bobby, you celebrate, right?
I'm free. Anything for Christmas.
I'm not gonna be free on Christmas Day, but I mean, if we can do it, you know, like before or after, anytime, I'll be free.
We can do that.
Like if we want to do a day before or after. I mean, you got my number, man. You just call me. Shit.
Yeah, true.
You text me. Text me. That's everything. Nowadays. I'm so used to the calls. I still like talking to people, you know, but fuck, man, people they text away. It's like
yeah, indeed. I'm a texter, man. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a texter. Phone, and I'm just like, yeah. All right, guys. I guess we got no more questions. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. This is OG Logic episode number 17, I do believe. If you guys want a topic covered, you got something, don't give me no whack, goofy topics. Hit us up. We'll try our best to cover it. You know, no guarantees. Yeah. But if you got something, hit us up. Let us know. Any one of us, you guys follow us on Twitter.
Below. Yeah.
Exactly. Hit us up on Twitter, website, whatever else, and we'll do the topic for you the best of our ability. Guys, you guys want to close out with anything?
No, I'm good. BobbyDino.com, Abuamerican.com. Check it out. Sadiq, go for it.
Nothing yet. Soon.
Yeah. I'll get my fams to straighten you out, man. We're gonna get you a website, bro.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're out. All right, later.